The U.S. banking system is entering a turning point, and Ripple's main payment partner in America, Uphold, has now confirmed something extraordinary. According to CEO Simon McLaughlin, half of the top 25 banks in the United States are already engaged in crypto services ranging from custody to trading. The other half, as he put it, are quietly lining up behind the scenes. This is a revelation that underscores how far institutional adoption has already gone, even if the mainstream narrative still tries to make it look as if crypto is only speculative. The truth is that the financial establishment is moving quickly, quietly, and strategically toward digital assets. At the same time, the Federal Reserve is preparing for another important statement by Jerome Powell, and Donald Trump is set to meet European leaders, including discussions with Zelensky about the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. These are events that ripple across markets globally. Any shift in interest rates or a breakthrough toward peace could ignite significant volatility not just in stocks, but also in the crypto sector. The timing of Uphold's announcement could not be more relevant, because it shows the banking industry is already preparing its infrastructure for the shift to blockchain and tokenized settlement. On the market side, XRP is trading around 3.11 with a modest recovery, while Ethereum remains strong at 4,500 and Cardano, another ISO 20022 compliant token, is seeing almost 7% gains. XLM holds steady above 40 cents, while other altcoins show signs of recovery. What we are witnessing is the slow but steady setup for the long-awaited altcoin season. The classic cycle is clear. First, Bitcoin sets new highs, then Ethereum breaks its resistance, and finally the rest of the altcoin market accelerates. Right now, we are standing at the gateway of that moment. In the last 12 months, 3 billion XRP have been released into circulation from escrow. For many observers, this sparks debates, but the reality is that these gradual releases are necessary for decentralization and institutional adoption. Ripple controls significant XRP reserves, and by slowly selling into the market, liquidity is distributed and absorbed without destabilizing the price. Despite the releases, XRP has appreciated over the past year, proving that demand and adoption are more than enough to absorb the new supply. Institutions need access to liquidity, and this mechanism ensures XRP is ready for large-scale financial integration. Meanwhile, whales are making moves. Just days ago, a whale purchased 19 million XRP worth $61 million on Upbit, one of the leading exchanges for XRP. Transfers like this highlight not only institutional appetite, but also long-term confidence in XRP's role in the evolving financial system. When these tokens are moved from exchanges to private wallets, it strongly suggests accumulation and storage rather than short-term trading. That is the kind of behavior that precedes institutional scale adoption. The bigger picture is that the U.S. banking system is already in motion. In July, the Fedwire system adopted ISO 20022 standards, aligning the backbone of the American financial system with the same international standard that XRP, XLM, HBR, XDC, Algorand, and a handful of other projects are already built on. This is not speculation, it is structural change. The rails of global finance are being rewired to accommodate blockchain-based messaging and settlement. Trump recently called the U.S. banking system outdated, slow, and expensive, and said it must be replaced. His words align perfectly with what is now happening behind the scenes as banks prepare for tokenized assets and blockchain rails. Uphold's statement is powerful because it pulls back the curtain on what has been hidden. If half of the largest banks are already in, it means the rest cannot afford to be left behind. Competitive pressure will accelerate adoption. When customers demand faster and cheaper payments, and when institutions see the efficiency gains, the dominoes fall one after another. It is only a matter of time before the quiet adoption becomes loud and undeniable. For XRP holders and crypto investors, this is a crucial moment. Regulatory clarity is still evolving. The SEC case continues to move toward its conclusion, and new products like potential XRP ETFs are being discussed. In parallel, The underlying adoption of XRP by banks, institutions, and whales is expanding. That combination of regulatory resolution, structural adoption, and market cycles creates the perfect storm for XRP to redefine its role in the global financial system. Now is the time to pay attention to every signal. Watch how banks announce their crypto strategies. Follow the developments in ISO 20022 integration. Track how much XRP is moving into institutional custody. And listen carefully to how political leaders frame the future of digital finance. The signs are all around us, and Uphold's confirmation is one of the clearest yet. If you are new here, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the deep analysis on these unfolding events. Leave a comment with your thoughts on how fast you believe US banks will embrace XRP. Do you think the other half are already preparing in silence? Smash the like button to support the channel and share this video with anyone who still thinks crypto is just about price speculation. The truth is clear. Adoption is already happening at the highest levels of finance, and XRP is right at the center of it.